package.
So yeah, guys, here is Aliens vs. Predator Requiem Wolf Predator, the Cleaner Clit Edition. And also I have to say again, thank you Emerson for letting me buy this figure off you. Great price, great dude. He's selling his Predators, by the way. I'll put his link in the description. He's trying to buy something cool, so his link will be in the description if you guys are trying to buy some Preds. And also he's from Australia, so it might cost you a little extra money. But anyways, let's get into this packaging. Okay, so here is the Aliens vs. Predator Requiem box for Wolf Pred. Basically what they did is they used his medical kit, or med pack, as the box, and that was a cool idea. I don't know if many people got that, but this is actually his medical kit that he holds on his back, so that's pretty cool. And it's just a nice colors. They need some grays, some browns, weathering, and it's all shiny plastic, or not shiny but laminated paper, I guess. And yeah, Movie Masters, then Hot Toys, so that's pretty cool. And then on the side, it just shows you, some more to that. And then if you turn it around, it says, Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Then it has Wolf Pred, which is awesome, looking really awesome. And, all the stuff he comes with, and just amazingness, coolness, and, the warning signs and whatnot. And then you turn it to the side, and there's nothing else again. So let's get to opening this guy. Well, so basically all you have to do is just slide this off, like so. It's kind of hard, but you just gotta shimmy it somehow, and you just pull it off, like so. And there's nothing to it, just a slip cover, so we can just put that to the side. And here we have all his cool accessories. First off, here are his accessories. He is a snap kit, so you're gonna have to or a model kit, I guess. So you're gonna have to put them together. And nothing really bad, because I've always wanted to put my Pred together, and I never actually had a chance. So here's the first chance for everything. So basically, he comes with his whip, plasma pistol, all these cool little medical devices, and then some trophies, a med pack, spear. And then if you turn it back to the front, he has his helmet, his chest piece armor, his backpack, or another med piece or kit, then or armor piece, and then he has his other shoulder armor. All the works, really, really nice. Then he has his gauntlets, his skirt piece, and then the knee and pad joints. And then if you turn it to this side, you actually get a cool detailed of his face and some other stuff that's in there that I really cannot see, and some mandibles also. So let's open this guy up. Alright guys, so here we got Wolf Predator, and it took forever to put this guy together. But it does take time to make great things, and this guy is awesome. First off, he comes with a cool amount of accessories, and another thing I forgot to say is mine is kind of modded to where, he comes with 3 cannons, and I think that's about it. So when I bought this guy, the guy told me it was modded. So, not a big deal, and it's not really bad, because, it's an extra accessory, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, for accessories, he does come with extra accessories, or just, some that I got from the guy. He came with this cool little alien baby, I guess. Let me get this guy out here. A nice little alien baby. Bendable tail and all, and can actually wrap around his arm or face if you wanted to, or pop out of his chest somehow if you wanted that to happen. So he comes with one of those. Then he comes with this cool whip. This one actually doesn't come out. It's just, sculpted to curled up, so, not a big deal. And then, he has some hands. He has this closed hand. And then he has some more stuff. He has another relaxed hand for, I guess, his whip if you wanted to. And then he has his open mandibles. Let me get this. He comes with his open mandibles, and that's pretty cool. So he comes with these 2 open mandibles, one missing one of his little, I forgot what you call that thing, but missing one of the little teeth part because it's acid. So let's get into this guy in a close-up. So here he is with his amazingness, awesome figure. just straight off the back, I like this guy. This was actually one of the coolest Predators that I've always wanted, but could never get my hands on. But now I finally do. And just the amazing detail that this guy come with. As you guys can see in his biomass, you guys can see all that cool detail. You know, he's been through a lot. He's some type of elder, I would say, from me watching the movie and just like looking at all the insignias that he has on his helmet, the battle damage. I would say he's an elder Predator who's been through a lot, and you know, his name is Wolf, so he must be kick-ass. And if you guys can see this area right here, he has like his cool little trophies that you guys can put around his neck, then the belts and his chest piece, and you know how like they do on the Predators where they have one side missing. So you know, it's not that bad, but you know, it's really cool. It has some nice sculpt work right there on the skulls and whatnot, and on his chest piece. I'm really liking this figure. Just the mask and all, and how they have the tubing coming out of him, and just everything looks really cool. He does come with netting for the top part, so that's pretty cool, but you know, missing on one arm, just like classic, so that's pretty cool. And you know, this is a snap kit, so you can't take off his gauntlets, but you can and you can't. You can actually just pull out the gauntlet. So it's just one piece. It's just a sculpted on arm, forearm. So you guys can pull that out along with the hands, and then along with the other side, you guys can pull that out. And then if you get into the crotch area, they did a good job. What I like about the crotch area is it's actually soft plastic. It's not really hard. It's that soft rubbery material, which is pretty cool. And his crotch area can actually hold a few amount of things. And also I forgot about on his little strap belt, he actually can hold the blue stuff that is actually in his med kit right now, so I haven't taken any of that stuff out. But back to the skirt piece. The skirt piece is really nice. Some soft plastic with some nice little rope and string to hold in his shurikens. If you guys can see that, I gotta move his arm out the way. So yeah, you guys can see his shurikens right there. They're all closed up. I don't have the open one. They didn't come with this figure. So, you know, I might order me one, I might not. I might just use the one from Scar. So, you know, he has a nice little soft plastic, as you guys can see. All right here, really nice detail. It's all soft, no hard plastic. So that's pretty cool. And then if you turn him back to this side, what is supposed to happen on this side is, these two little strings right here where you're supposed to get his whip and you're supposed to put it in there, but my strings are kind of stretched out, and I have to figure out a way for me to actually put these in there. So, or put the whip in there, so I'll have to work on that later. So as you know, you just turn them back around and you just have this cool skirt piece. I'm really liking it. And then you guys can see these little pads that you guys have to slip on. So then again, yes, this is a snap-on case. So all this armor is actually removable, and you can actually dismember him if you wanted to. So now as we get to the bottom, you have his leg joints and armor pieces over his knees. These are actually pretty cool. They actually slip on well, and so for the calf area, these are calf armor pieces, which is really, really cool. They're all sculpted on, so you can't take this arm off except if you want to snap it off. When I say snap, I mean you can actually pull it apart, but not break it. That's what I mean. And then you have his nice little armored toe joints, just like how it came on Scar and other Predators after him. So then if you turn them into the back, you can see that they with the sculpt work, they actually sculpted in the armor over his legs, so you know they have some skin showing, then they have his feet showing, and all that cool stuff on both sides. So that's pretty cool. So here we are on the back. The back actually, you know, holds a lot of stuff, and I like this. First off, he has this cannon right there. If you guys can see that, there's his cannon. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, and he has this other one, which, you know, this is the modded one, I believe, and this is the one that normally comes with him. The modded one actually had the hinge, and I guess the guy just found another cannon and put it in there, so that was pretty cool. And then he comes with a kit right here, which you cannot open, and then he comes with his med kit, which you can open, and then he comes with his spear, which is freaking awesome. It's just like Scar's almost, but you know, a lighter color scheme to it, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, here's his gauntlet. This gauntlet actually holds his blades. Really, really nicely detailed, really nice sculpt work. The blades are actually plastic painted silver, and they actually can retract and pull back in. So that's pretty cool. So you just pull that out. You know, some soft plastic. So you have to be careful with them, and then you can just actually push them back in to the gauntlet, and that's pretty cool. You know, the nice little detail on there and whatnot. And then you get to his other gauntlet, which is really, really cool. It has some nice sculpt work on there, and I'm really liking that. Also, you guys can actually open it to do the self-destruct sequence that he did in the movie, which is pretty cool. And it has a nice little alien writing or countdown sequence onto there, so that's pretty cool. and it's just all around really nice. And you guys can actually just close that back up. Alright guys, as I said, you know, his med cat is actually, you guys can detach that, and he holds all the cool accessories that he had in the movie. So basically what you want to do to open up the med kit is you pop this top piece open, and that reveals some needles and whatnot. Then you guys can actually pull this piece down a little bit, and it has some little articulation right there, by the way. You guys can pull that down, and that's really cool. Then you guys pull these two sides open, and then it reveals everything that is in the med kit, and it's just pretty awesome. So, you know, he has his blue stuff, he has his syringes right here, and then he has the handle to the syringe and you know, some clear stuff. And basically with the syringe, the handle, and this clear vial, you actually can put those together like I will show you. So basically what you want to do is you take out the handle piece, you can get that, then you take out the syringe, and you actually can just plug the syringe into this piece right here, into the bottom somehow, or I would say, yeah, the bottom. And then you can actually somehow get this piece out, the clear vial piece, and I'm not sure, but you can actually either poke it into the top somehow, or yeah, not into the top, but I guess it fits into the side. But, you know, I don't really think that's the way it was, but it fits into the side, not as strong as it used to, or actually, yeah, it just fits into the side, and you can put that into his hand, and he can inject himself to heal himself. But then again, there is this little hole at the bottom, and I'm not sure what that's for, but I'm pretty sure it's not for this because the hole is way too small. And yeah, so if you guys want to detach this thing, all you guys got to do is just pull out the syringe piece, and make sure not to lose this piece because this thing is pretty small. Put this back into the med kit, pop that in, and then you guys can take out the clear piece, pop this back in there, and then you guys take his handle, which is pretty cool, and you guys can just slide that back in there. And to close this piece in, well, before we close it, he has these two little cylinder pieces which aren't removable, by the way. So back to it. To close this piece, well, what you want to do is you can just pull these two pieces back together and make sure it locks, because it actually does lock. And you guys can push the bottom piece in like so, and then you guys can close down the top, and there you have his med kit closed and ready to put back on his backpack. And that is just fairly awesome. You know, they don't seem to come loose, or no like sounds are made once you close it, and just the detail on this thing is really nice. I'm just looking at this thing and it's just great. And the thing that I noticed that I said in the beginning is they use the med kit as a box. So the box that Wolf came in is actually the med kit somehow, if you guys understand. Okay, and also guys, I wanted to do this before I put back the med kit all the way. There's a little pouch right here. If you guys want, you guys can actually take the blue vial that Wolf obtains in the movie. You guys gotta find, I gotta take this out. Ugh. You guys can actually take this blue vial, which is really nice, and drop it into this pouch, and he can store it right there on the side of him instead of having it in the med pick, and that is really cool. So he just has a little translucent blue vial, or acid if you will, and he just holds it onto the side, and that's pretty tight. And okay, to get back into his face for another accessory, is his biomask. What you want to do for the biomask is actually removable. You actually can pull these two little pins out. Make sure not to lose these little plastic pins, because I lost a couple of them, and you know, it's really annoying to lose them. So you guys gotta just unpeg that, and then unpeg the other one, and just, you know, have them hang there for a while. Then what you guys want to do is you guys just want to pull off his biomask, and voila, it reveals the coolest Predator face sculpt ever. This guy is amazing. You guys can see all this cool little detail into his face. He has the closed mandibles right now, and as you guys can see, he's actually missing one of his mandibles from the acid burn. That's really nice. I like how they did this. I like the detail that they put into this, the nice green, because, you know, supposedly the Predator's blood is actually green, so that's pretty cool. And then just everything all around, like that face sculpt and just everything. And if you guys don't want to display him with a closed mouth, you guys can actually remove these mandibles like so. Take out one of them, then take out the other one. Then you guys can actually insert this one like so, and insert the other one, and you guys can display him you guys can actually display him with the open mandibles, and that's really nice. The thing I like about the open mandibles is just, you know, it's different, and that it's just like, for some reason I can't picture predators with their mouth closed because it looks like a too relaxed mode for the predators. It just looks better with open mandibles. And another thing about this thing is the little jaw piece down here with the new predators is that it's removable. This is not removable. This is actually sculpted into the face, so that's pretty cool. And you know, the biomass, as you guys seen, can just go right over it, but it only can go on with the closed mandibles, and that's pretty cool. Now let's get some more into weapons. Here's actually one of this handheld plasma pistol, which is really cool. Really nice. It has that nice little articulation in there where you can actually pull it and you know, cock it like they did in a movie, and it has some articulation in there, so it can actually go up and down, and he can actually hold it in his hand. They use some nice colors in there, some nice silvers, and I would say burgundy-ish brown, so that's pretty cool if you guys can see that. And it's really nice. I really like this, and yeah, so let's get into the next weapon. For the next weapon is just this curled up whip that he uses in the movie. They didn't give him the extended version. The extended version is actually, you can, it's long and it's not curled up and it's bendable, so I might have to order that separately just instead of ordering another Predator. So that would be pretty cool to have. And this actually hooks onto his belt, which I have to find a way to put back on. Here is his spear. His spear is really nice. It extends. It's, you know, pretty long, but it's just nothing wrong with it. It's just like Scar's spear. I would say it has a lighter color tone to it though, and you know, this is the original because Scar's was made, you know, later on, and that's pretty cool. It has some nice golds and silver into there, as you guys can see, and it's really pointy, so you guys have to watch out. You know, they some nice gold, silvers, and just, you know, the fine detail on there, and some blue right there, and I'm just really liking that. So on to his cannons. Okay guys, as you guys can see in the back, he holds these two dual cannons, which are really awesome. For one thing is they're actually rotatable, and they can actually move, and they're on joints, but this one is kind of loose, so it won't really stay up unless you position it on the side of his head somehow. And yeah, but for the other one, if you turn it around, you guys can actually get a good view of his cannon, his original one, which can actually pop up, which is pretty cool, and you know, move side to side and shoot, and you know, has some articulation in there as well to where you can cock it back and forth, and that's really cool. And then also on the other cannon, it has the same articulation, and they're just really loose right now, and I have to find a way to tighten. And also guys, I know this isn't a weapon, but I had to get back into his mask. It's just completely awesome. I'm liking it. You know, they did a good job. I like this, just everything, the grooves and cuts and battle damage. It's just awesome, and he has some kind of writing, I would say, on the top, and nice little spikes and broken off horns, and that's just awesome. Okay, last but not least, here is his base. The base is freaking amazing. I'm just gonna remove him from the base real quick just so you guys can have a better look on that, and we'll just put Wolf to the side. You awesome figure. So we'll just put you to the side. Okay, so with the base is really nice. They use some nice dirt look, I would say rock and dirt mixed together with a chopped off alien's head with a nice little oozing blood, green blood coming out, and that's just really nice. They did a good job on the alien head. You know, they could have put a little bit more detail into it, but you know, who cares? It's the alien head. They gave you, you know, more bang for your buck when they did this to the stand. I like how they do the custom stands instead of like the Predator 2s where they're just, you know, plain stands. But you know, plain is sometimes cool, but you know, it's just really different. So you guys can just see this, and it's really nice. I'm really liking this. And it's just nice, and you know, it has this little cradle built in, so you can actually plug that in, and if you don't want the cradle in, you guys can take that out and just display it like that, and you know, it's just great. So you guys can actually plug this back in like so, and then take him back, and then set Wolf back onto his cradle piece, which he goes perfectly great with. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Wolf Predator. I know I did. He is up top my favorite Predator now that I have him. You know, I'm sorry to everybody else, but Wolf, you're taking the lead for now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.